this evening. Karel en Diende, de Sleepover. De Sleepover, Karel en Diende.
Anyone here has teenagers? I feel your pain. But did you ever lie to your parents? You were never good at it. Well, I called my 16-year-old daughter Lola with the #1 teenage lie. It is called the "Dad, can I sleep over at my friend's" lie. "Oh, wake up, man," my wife said. "She's going out." "What? My little princess?" But then my wife turned vicious and she said horrible things like boys and makeup and dirty dancing. So in a panic, I called that friend's dad. But he said, "What do you mean? My daughter is staying at your place." So Lola was grounded for the next prom, and her friend for 3. Yes. Yes, that is exaggerated, I know. My daughter just had to wear a t-shirt saying, "I am a liar," for a week. But after her suspension, another prom was coming up, and she inquired, "Dad, can 2 friends sleep over? Are you out of your mind? Have you ever been bullied by a child?" First of all, I am out of my mind. I am a teenager. Secondly, if you want to know your teenager's friends, you need to invite them. And thirdly, if you do not agree, I will tell Mom about your PlayStation addiction. Tough negotiator. She learned that from me. So that night, instead of 2, 7 girls came to my house. Moms and dads had to be called, and they said things like, "Are you sure?" And "Oh, you are such brave people." And one girl came in the house with a bottle of gin. "That's not a gift, Dad. That's for the pre-drink." "What?" Why don't you watch a Cinderella movie?" "Well, I know, sing a little song." But they all lined up and they started, "You've got me intoxicated." "What?" No. Tell you what, we will drop you off at 8 and pick you up around midnight." "Lola, your dad is so funny and he's a cutie." So pickup time changed to 3 a.m. Now we had to drive with 2 cars, my wife and I, back and forth. And my wife took Lola, 3 girls, and I took 4 girls. The conversation at the back seat of my car. "I want to kiss a boy tonight." "Hey, don't you think Lola's dad is handsome?" "Oh, if I don't kiss a boy tonight, I will gladly kiss Lola's dad." It was getting out of control. We dropped him off. We went home for a quick nap. And we were back 3 a.m. sharp with a numbered list. With their names, telephone numbers, blood type, status report. Lola, number 7 and number 6 were sober. They were talking about some after party in my house. Number 5 and number 4 had forgotten all their manners. They came in my car and said, "Hey Carl, whatever happened to sir?" Number 3 and number 2 were pointing at me, "Hey, handsome!" But number 1 was missing. So Lola came to me and said, "Now would be a good time for parental advice. How do we find my friend back?" I was once late at the gathering point when I was a teenager, and your grandmother went straight for the DJ and let him announce, "Hello folks, Carl, your mother is here." But the trick didn't work that right. So there we were at a parking lot in the middle of the night, and I was desperate, so I called the police. Yes, they found her. She's in the hospital, completely intoxicated. What a relief. No, I'm not talking to you. So now we went to the hospital, but we were all getting tired and bad-tempered, and apparently I wasn't that attractive anymore. At 8 a.m. in the morning, number 1 was released from her infusion. Completely sober. No headache. She just asked, "What happened?" Now it was time to return home, because the first parents were about to arrive to collect their wild daughters. No, they didn't make a mess. How could they? They never slept in the house. Your daughter is a true virtue, but a bit too spontaneous. And don't mention it ever again. Ever since that day, my daughter can sleep over anywhere, anytime. Now, fellow Toastmasters, raising a teenager is an exciting experience. You should consider taking one. You learn things like staying up all night, negotiating, blackmail. When I come to think of it, you learn more than the competent leadership manual. And I also learned a couple of dance tricks.